This is the OnePlus Open, and I've had it for the past year, and I gotta say, it's still one of my favorite foldables by far, because after this, I got the chance to use the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold, and this really does hold up very well against the two. And in fact, in most key areas, it performs much better. But I want to start things off with this design. The camera cutout, first of all, it's super large, but you get used to it. You honestly do get used to it. I love this like kind of leather type of feel on the back. And I've been rocking this caseless for the past year, and it's held up very well. It's durable to hold in the hand, feels very comfortable to hold in the hand, and it's not slippery either, so it doesn't really slip out when I am holding it. This outer display is also very nice, the cover display. Very thin bezels when compared to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Doesn't have that chunky frame around it. The inner display is also phenomenal. Now I have noticed that over the past year it was completely flat. You know, when I first got it, it would fold completely flat, but it doesn't anymore. So that's just something to, you know, keep note. And the crease is, this is the least amount of creasing in a foldable that I've seen when compared to the Z Fold 6 and the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. This one really doesn't get in the way, and that's why I'm talking about it. I want to put it out there because it absolutely does not get in the way. Yeah, if you shine it at light, it's going to show at some angles, but you know, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I've loved this display, inner display, outer display. They get super bright, max peak brightness of like 2,800 nits, so you won't have any issues using it outdoors. And alert slider is something I do have to talk about because I love the alert slider on OnePlus devices, and you know, this one is no different. The fact that I can just go like this and change it to ring, vibrate, and silent, I think more companies should take note from that. When we come into the performance, it still performs like a champ. Even though it has last generation Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, it has tackled everything with ease, without any issues, no hiccups, no bugs whatsoever. It's currently running Android 14. I'm still waiting for Android 15 whenever that does come out for the OnePlus Open. This has 16 gigs of RAM and half a terabyte of storage on board. Plenty of power, and I truly believe this is what a foldable should be. It should be the best of the best, with best specs, best storage, best cameras, best everything. Like a Ultra, like a foldable shouldn't have an Ultra in its name. It should already be an Ultra. But again, that's just my perspective of how a foldable should be. But yes, like I said, the daily use, no issues, has been great. I have talked about, you know, in my past videos, the one annoyance I've had is when I'm trying to clear notifications from the lock screen, especially when it's through the outer display. That still is present. Like I'll swipe and it won't clear, and it'll take me like 3-4 times to clear them, but you know, I've gotten used to it. It doesn't really matter. The multitasking features, I know there's a lot of them here, and I'll be honest, the only ones I have is like I'll have YouTube open on one side, and then I'll have Instagram or Twitter, whatever it is, or email open on the other side, and that's really it. But actually, more than that, I'm using it as just a full display for one app. So if it's YouTube videos, I'm watching YouTube video on one big display. If it's Clash of Clans, oh, and Clash of Clans on this is amazing. It's great. Like once you start getting used to playing Clash of Clans on the big screen, it is very difficult to go back to a just slab of glass, like a smaller. At one point, I transitioned to the S24 Ultra to review, and playing Clash of Clans on that was not fun. I mean, the game itself is fun, but just getting used to a larger display so you have more screen real estate to kind of, you know, get into the groove of things is phenomenal with a larger display with any sort of foldable. So the performance has still held up like a champ. When we come to the camera quality, I gotta say, and I'll be posting up some photos, but they are on point. I feel like OnePlus did a great job. Now it still has room for improvement. I mean, phones always have room for improvement, but it's really up there. And I think with the OnePlus Open, OnePlus didn't really cut corners in the camera department. They tried their best. There's still, you know, like I said, room for improvement, but I think they're the closest to what a foldable flagship camera is. And I think in some instances it performs better than the OnePlus or the Pixel 9 Pro Fold and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. But again, in the end, these types of things do come to preference, which one camera you prefer, colors and saturation and all that other stuff. So it does come down to preference, but seriously, good job OnePlus in the camera department. But the one thing that it really does excel at that no other foldable I've seen excel at yet is the battery department. Fast 67 watts of charging. That's it. Like, you can charge it in 30 minutes and you're all set to go. Now, OnePlus didn't add wireless charging. You know, I'm completely okay with it not having wireless charging. I don't really mind too much. But the fact that I can just charge this literally in like 30 minutes, I don't need to charge it at night, and it lasts me all day. This is the long and lasting foldable. Lasts longer than the Z Fold 6, lasts longer than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. 4,805 milliamp-hour battery, again, largest capacity in the foldables that I've used. I'm not talking about others from like Vivo and Huawei and all that stuff. The 3 foldables that I've used. It lasts me all day, easily getting 6+ hours of screen on time, so that is a huge plus. I think OnePlus did a phenomenal job with the availability and the pricing because, first of all, it undercuts by $100. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold, it comes in at $1,700 MSRP, and the Z Fold 6 comes in at $1,900. Pixel 9 Pro Fold comes in at $1,800. This is $1,700. But I've seen it with, first of all, amazing trade-in deals. I've seen it on sale. I think at one point, I mean, if you check the links in the description down below, Amazon was having a pretty good deal. I don't know if I'll be uploading this video at the time when there's the Amazon Prime deals, but I've seen it for like $1,100, $1,200. That is a super good deal for the OnePlus Open. And I also do know that they have a OnePlus Open Apex Edition. I didn't try that out. I really wanted to. I didn't get the chance to. Hopefully in the future, I will get to try out like their exclusive editions or whatever. But for $1,100, that's a steal. And if you get it even better with a trade-in, I would instantly recommend this. Like, this is the closest to what a foldable is. The best of the best, ultra specs, ultra everything. And I want to wrap things up by saying this. I honestly still think, you know, using the 3 foldables, this, in my opinion, is the best foldable. Aside from the one thing I don't really like is OnePlus software itself, just like the user interface, Oxygen OS. I used to like it before, but they kind of went the Color OS route, but they still call it Oxygen OS. Nonetheless, I didn't really talk about it because, you know, it's something I've gotten used to using the phone, but, you know, when you compare it to other foldables, it's something that I would not choose for. Like, I wouldn't choose it for the software, for the user interface. But nonetheless, I still believe this is the best foldable, for me at least, in my opinion, that I can pick up here in the US. And if you are looking for a foldable, don't skip out on the OnePlus Open. Now, this is a first-gen foldable from OnePlus. Some may say, oh, it's just a rebranded Oppo, like Find X or an Oppo Find N3 or whatever it is, you know? It makes sense. This is a rebranded version, but I feel like I remember reading some articles saying this was OnePlus's first gen foldable, and Oppo decided to kind of rebrand this into their Find N3. I think it's the Find N3, and I don't know. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but let me know in the comments down below if that's the case. But in the end, like, this is still considered a first-gen foldable from OnePlus. They don't have any other foldables in their name. They did a phenomenal job, and I'm excited for the second gen. Now, I know the second gen is probably going to come out sometime in 2025, and it's probably closer than we think, but that shouldn't be a reason to wait for the Open 2. I mean, because you're going to get such a great deal with this phone. And once the OnePlus Open 2 becomes official, then I would say, hey, wait, hold on. If the OnePlus 2 has, you know, enough compelling reasons to upgrade, then pick up that. But if not, this is going to be a great phone. I still say it all the time. Like, I tell everyone who sees me using foldables, don't skip on foldables. I truly think they are the future. And if you want to see and try a foldable, go to your local Best Buy or local carrier store, or just watch videos like this. But I know what's going to happen is once the iPhone comes out with a foldable, those people who are against foldables are probably going to flock towards that iPhone foldable. But it's coming. An iPhone foldable is coming. And these Android devices are kind of paving the way for the foundation of what foldable should be. I truly think these are going to play a part in the future of mobile computing and just smartphones in general. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video, because it really does help out the channel out a lot and will help push my content out to more people. And also definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Illusions 2.0. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. That's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.